Hi, good evening. I'm Lisa, and welcome to Journey with Lisa, episode number 12. I'm on a journey to lose over 100 pounds, and shortly we'll reveal what my current weight loss has been. But I can tell you that so far, I know I've lost over 40 inches. The inches kind of matter more than the pounds at this point. This evening, I have Rebecca. Rebecca is also to lose over 100 pounds, and Rebecca has been with us for about 5 weeks now. And we also have Barbara Sauter with us. Barbara is a practitioner here at R3. She does Reiki, peace healing, and EFT, which is a tapping technique, emotional freedom technique, which she will demonstrate on the show this evening, and we'll talk about that a little bit later. So how's it going?
Good.
Good?
Everything's good. Still working every day to eat enough and drink enough.
Okay.
But it's getting better.
You look fantastic.
Thank you.
And let me ask you, do you notice a difference in yourself?
I went shopping on Saturday.
Very good.
Which I have not done up until now. And it was really, I gave myself permission just to try everything on.
Good.
And I didn't buy one sack, not
Good
one thing that didn't fit.
Good for you.
So it was nice.
Good.
It was good. And so consequently, because everything fits now, I can see more of a difference.
Good. I'm still in the baggy phase. I'm afraid to let that go. And last week you saw me in my new blue shirt that took me out of my comfort zone. And you've heard the story. Well, you haven't heard the story yet, but you've heard about the red shirt. So tonight I am wearing the red shirt. And the story behind this shirt is last November, my sister got married. Her anniversary is this week. And I was at Boscov's, and I had gotten my outfit for the wedding. And as I was leaving the store, I saw this shirt, and I fell in love with it. And I had to, well, they didn't have my size. They didn't have a size bigger than my size. So I had to buy a size that didn't fit me. And at the time, they run small. So I've had this shirt hanging on the back of my door. I see it every day. And I knew that one day I would get into it. So X amount of pounds and 40 inches later, I am now into this shirt. I put it on a couple weeks ago. And
Awesome.
It is starting to get a little baggy. I notice I'm losing it all up here. I really need to lose it down here. So that's the red shirt that you've heard about. So pretty soon this will be going into the transitional closet along with my other things. So it is fun to buy clothes. As we've learned, we have to buy clothes that fit us where we are at this point. And, you have that mental game because you still, people say, oh, you look great. And I'm still looking at myself like that person that started back in July. I don't see it, even though you see pictures and Kathy will post, the difference. I still don't see that with myself.
Yeah.
It's hard. It's very hard. Are you still loving and approving of yourself every day?
Yes.
And I am as well. And have you noticed a difference in how you feel?
Last Tuesday, when Georgianne was in group, she brought some more affirmations and things to talk about. And one of the things, I finally made the connection in my head about the loving and approving of yourself is also kind of giving yourself permission to just be okay with who you are right then. Be okay. This is it, people. You don't like it, then look somewhere else. This is it.
This is it. This is who you are.
And to be okay with that, to be all right with it, and to say, I love and approve of that. It's all right.
This is not only an outward journey, it's an inward
Yeah,
journey.
absolutely.
On this journey, things that hadn't surfaced before have come to the surface, because this weight is our protection.
Yeah.
It's our security blanket. And now, we have to let it go. And it's hard. And, as happy as I am to be on this journey, sometimes it's sad. Like, I look at myself, okay, like my stomach doesn't touch the steering wheel anymore. I know my clothes are getting baggy, as you can see,
Right.
but it's still, it's that whole mental mind game. So it is important that you love and approve of yourself and you practice your affirmations daily. So it's not just outward, it's also an inward journey.
I learned a big lesson last week. I won 30 days of with a health coach.
Nice.
And so she's on the West Coast, so it's all by phone. But I committed during the first week to eating breakfast every day. I said I would eat breakfast every day. So the first day, I went in, I made my breakfast. I was a good girl, ate my breakfast, and I was freaking out because I ate that breakfast when I wasn't hungry. And in my head, I'm bad when I eat when I'm not hungry. So I was freaking out. I wanted to eat everything that wasn't nailed down after that. It triggered the whole like that. And I haven't had a binge in a good decade. So I was like, oh, I'm so glad I'm at work, because if I was at home, there wouldn't be any groceries left. But it took me a couple of days. And what got me through it, honestly, was looking in that little tiny mirror and saying, I love and approve of myself. I love and approve of myself. I love and approve of myself. I mean, it was white knuckling it for, a couple days. It was horrible.
It's hard. It's very hard when you have like binge eating, emotional eating.
Mm-hmm.
I also, as well, Georgianne gave us little mirrors that we have that we look into to say we love and approve of ourselves, or just to smile into. And I have mine hanging right off of my computer.
That's where mine
is. So I'm constantly, looking in there and, smiling or anything
People
to make yourself feel good.
Going, really?
Yeah.
Okay.
Breakfast, as you know, is the most important meal of
Yeah.
the day. So it is important that you try to get that in. And
Right.
maybe, Barb can give us some pointers. I know for me, and we'll talk about our weight loss or gain now. In the beginning, when I first started, because I was an emotional eater and always had to eat, it was great for me to have all those little meals all day long. Well, now I'm struggling because I'm not hungry.
Right.
I am still making good, healthy choices. We're doing organic. Other than those couple mishaps that we've had along the way, my whole eating pattern has changed, but I am not hungry. So, we talked a little bit earlier, Barb and I talked, Kathy and I had talked about some different things, which we'll talk about on the show. But I'm going to reveal Rebecca's weight. Rebecca started on September 30th. Your initial weight was 288 pounds. And I am happy to report that total weight loss, as of today, you are down 10 pounds.
Happy days.
And we have not done inches on Rebecca, and if you'd like, we can start.
Yeah.
But and you're only getting the top part of our body. Thank God, because all mine still down here hasn't gone. But you can tell as soon as you walked in the door. It's again the way our bodies are losing it. We're all up here, so you're doing very good.
Awesome.
Mm-hmm.
I'll take it. Because I had when I started this when I started thinking I needed to get myself together in February and started exercising and stuff, it took me forever to lose 10 pounds. So for me to have lost 10 pounds in this amount of time, I will take it.
Mm-hmm.
I'm a happy girl.
When I hit my 10 pounds, Kathy gave me a sack of potatoes.
Right.
So just envision that sack of potatoes. And it is a good feeling when you lose. I am hitting this stagnant point. I am watching what I eat. I am eating healthy, and I just cannot get the scale to move. So tell me, did I lose or did I gain, or did I stay the same?
You lost. You are down a total of 17 pounds.
Okay.
You went from the last time that we weighed, which is, when was that? 2 weeks
2 weeks ago?
Was 238, and you're down to 221.
Nope, I'm sorry. That was the start weight.
No, that's your
28.
start weight.
Yep, total
So-
is the 17.
Okay,
Yep.
so you're down 17 pounds.
17 pounds total. Okay, so then the last 2 weeks, I stayed the same. So I am
You're on a
stuck.
plateau.
I'm at, yes.
You're on a plateau.
Yes.
All right. So what can you do? You've got to make a shift. Okay. If you're doing everything the same and your weight's staying, you've got to do something different at this point.
The only thing when I say the same, I'm eating healthy. I am not eating the amount of food that I started with on this journey. When I started the journey, I was eating like almost every 2 hours, something small.
Right.
Now I can have my breakfast and like go without a snack or anything in between till lunch.
Because you're not hungry.
I am not hungry, and I don't feel hungry. And I don't, I used to eat even when I wasn't hungry out of boredom. That doesn't bother me anymore.
So you're
So I
feeling
only
kind of
eat.
like this. But so obviously though, you've got to make a shift. You've got to
Mhm.
make a change. And it's everybody will tell you, okay, to lose weight, you have to eat differently and you have to exercise differently.
Mhm.
One thing I want you to think of is, I don't want you to think I have to lose this weight. Okay, because what happens when you say the word, I lost something, immediately you try and find it again, right?
Okay.
Mhm.
So I want you to think about it as unwanted. You're carrying some unwanted weight.
Okay.
If something's unwanted, it's very easy to give it away.
Right.
All right. So I don't want you to think you have to lose weight. I want you to think about this. I have some unwanted weight.
And I'd like to get rid of it today.
Okay.
Where can I donate it and drop it off?
So there are stories we tell ourselves, and it's little shifts that we make in the telling of the story, okay, that shifts the energy of our thoughts. The energy of our thoughts when we think about losing something, the energy of our thought is, well, then we'll help you find it again.
Okay.
The energy of your thought, what does it feel like when you say it's unwanted? It's
unwanted.
unwanted.
Yeah, like,
So
ew.
it's like, so the energy is totally different. You're not going to try to find it if it's unwanted. You're going to give it away. You're going to get rid of it. So that's what I mean by it's the energy of the words that we use, okay, changes things. And I'm finding myself being drawn more and more to quantum physics, and I don't know a whole lot about it, but I'm learning more and more about it. And everything is energy. Our thoughts are energy. Our words are energy. We are energy. The world around us is energy. And so if we can shift the story we tell ourselves and change it to make the energy be beneficial to the outcome we're looking for, it makes a
Okay.
difference. Okay, so we're going to tell the story of I have unwanted weight. We're going to tell the story of moving is fun. All right, moving is fun. Ready for this?
I'm ready. Ooh, these are heavy.
Okay, here's another one. They are.
Mhm.
Moving can be fun. Okay, if you have music on, okay, I understand you've got a heel spur, and I
Yes,
want
and
to work
it's a
on
pain.
that. I want to work on that heel spur with you. That's something we can do with tapping. Tapping can be used. EFT, emotional freedom technique, doesn't have to be used just on emotions. It can also be used to help with that heel spur, so that you can walk again pain-free. But until then, my favorite thing is put wild music on.
Yep.
Okay, wild music, crazy, wild music, tribal drums, okay, anything, okay, and just move to it. Sometimes I just stand up and wild dance, all right, because movement's fun. Instead of saying, movement makes me sweat and I hate to sweat. No, movement is fun.
Right.
It's not exercise. Exercise to me has a very negative feel to it. Okay, but movement's fun. Play is fun. All right, so make it fun, make it play. All right, so move the balls, okay? Juggle them a little bit. Move your arms. Move them every which way. Dance with it. Oh, come on, dance,
Yeah.
move it. That's
Yeah,
right.
yeah.
Like have fun with it. Okay, up over your head and back.
And then
in
I'll
your
get
head.
a bone spur in my finger.
No, you're right. But when it hurts, not when you get tired, but when it hurts, you stop.
Okay.
I don't want you to get to the point of pain. I want you to get to the point of this is heavy. I'm tired.
You want to shred your muscles.
Okay.
Is what you want to
You
do
want
so
it
that they will come back
tired.
together.
You want it tired, but you don't want it painful.
Correct.
Do you hear
Yeah.
the difference?
Mhm.
Okay. It's like when I'm walking, like I walked to the polls to vote today. Okay. I had to go up a hill. And I thought, I'm going to walk up this hill as fast as I can. All right. When I got up to the top of that hill, it's like, whoa, I knew I was walking up that hill as fast as I
Right.
could. All right. But it didn't hurt. Now, if there were two hills, maybe it would have.
Right.
But that, so I push myself because it's a fun. I'm challenging myself. I'm having fun with it. All
Absolutely.
right, so I want you to do, since you're having a problem with walking, I want you to use upper body things. I want you to
Okay.
move your arms around. Waist, twist. Okay,
And use the
move
weights.
those muscles. Twist yourself.
As far as you
Okay,
can.
as far as you
And
can,
leave-
but
if
not
you-
when it hurts.
If you lead, when you're doing the twists, if you lead with your head, like look where you want to move to, you'll be able to move farther than if you just move.
So have fun
Because
with it.
your head wants to stop you.
Okay.
So move, okay, and move with music because that makes it fun. If you're just sitting there doing it, it's just boring. But if you've got fun music on, just picture something blasting. Okay, I live by myself. The cats don't mind if I blast the music. They all come running to see what's wrong. But it's like fun. So try to do something like that. So I'll challenge you. And I'll challenge myself too.
Okay.
All
And
right?
all of you in the audience and watching,
You can do anything for that some is movement.
Something that makes you breathe.
Okay, it does.
Yeah.
At the
you
end of the
like it, yes.
15 minutes, yeah.
Okay.
Okay. I challenge you to 15 minutes. And if you can't do it for the full 15 minutes, then you got to do it 5, 5, and 5.
But you gotta
a
get to
total of
15
15 minutes. Okay. That's the challenge. And I'll do it too. We'll challenge each other. Challenge.
Absolutely.
Okay.
I'm in.
So, and think of it as being play and think of it being fun and think of it as being a fun competition between the three of us.
Absolutely.
Okay. Yeah, that will be
That'll
fun.
make it more fun.
So everybody's going to move.
Okay. 15
Fun move
minutes.
for 15 minutes
day.
a day.
All right.
Absolutely.
That will make a difference in your metabolism. The other thing that I have been reading about with your metabolism, do you eat carbs?
Not really.
Okay. What happens is your body gets adjusted to that.
Mhm.
So when you first started not eating carbs, you lost weight.
Mhm.
Okay. Now we got to get our body back into that. What's going on here? Okay. Now it's adjusted to it. Those anyway. All right. So you want to shake it up a little bit. So I want you to choose one day.
Mhm.
Okay. And for that one carbs, 3 meals a day. I want you to eat.
Right. Right. I was gonna say
Okay.
get it from
Or
Vegetables.
have
My petite going
this
I want that.
week. but that, and then that's not a baked potato. Next,
Yeah.
Healing is
okay,
Good
that's
deal.
kind of,
Okay.
that's a good name for it. I knew
Okay.
there was a name for it.
yeah.
Okay,
Mhm.
so carb cycling, okay?
Okay.
So just, but only one day,
Okay.
only one day, okay? And see if it makes, and play with it. You know, like when I'm doing healing, when I'm back here doing healing, I always say, just for fun, stand up and tell me how it feels, okay? Because I make it just for fun. It's so much easier to do anything when it's just for fun. So just for fun, let's try it and
Absolutely.
see what happens with your body when you do that.
Okay.
So
So
just
we'll
for
do
fun.
one day.
We're gonna, and you might not see a week, but I would think after 3 weeks of
You should
putting
see something.
something in there that you should see a shift. But as I said, it's kind of like a free day, a free carb day, but it's only one day a week.
Okay.
Okay.
Yeah, because my carbs are minimal,
Okay. So
like really minimal. Okay.
yeah.
All right. So we'll do a moderate carb day.
Yeah.
We're gonna move for 15 minutes
minutes.
a day. My
But you gotta make-
work life has been. I will make it a point. We're gonna do page.
All right.
I was doing back.
Very bad. I have not.
Now I'm back. And it's like habits that I established, like walking every day and like raking the lawn or doing things I don't do now because I'm taking that time and I'm working at my computer. And so I've dropped all that I was doing that made me feel good.
Yeah.
All right. So this 15 minutes is a challenge.
Okay.
Okay. Now we were gonna demonstrate some tapping. If you go online and look up emotional freedom technique, and if you want to learn this, I suggest that you just don't go anywhere to learn it. You go to Gary Craig's website because he is the founder of Emotional Freedom Technique. And his website is emo for emotion, emofree, FREE.com. And in it, excuse me, I'm going to sneeze. No, I'm not now. Okay. In it, he gives a lot of tutorials and he gives videos where he demonstrates everything that he teaches. Okay. And that's the best place to learn it. And what I'm giving you tonight is a really short form.
Okay.
Okay. And down and dirty, we've only got it this time. If we were going to do it, like Lisa said, she'd like to do it to stop smoking. I said, that is not something you do in 45 minutes. That is a serious, many components into it. Okay. It's just like you can't do tapping for weight loss. There's so many components to it. We can only do one thing at a time. Okay. Say this is going to make you stop smoking in 20 minutes. No, it's not going to work. I can get rid of a specific craving that you have in that amount of time.
And you did. You took away my tasty cake
Right.
craving.
So craving a specific one. We didn't take care of all cravings. We took care of a specific craving. So that's possible in a short amount of time. Now, you said that before the show started, we were talking that you wanted to drink more water.
Correct.
And you wanted to eat that. You were talking when what happened was you wanted to binge for the rest of the day. That breakfast got you started
Yes.
on an emotional need to eat more.
Correct. I think it was more the feeling that I had done something bad by eating when I wasn't hungry.
So were you punishing yourself by
I
eating?
would say that's probably it. Yeah.
Really?
Yeah.
It wasn't because it feels good. Now that I've eaten this, it'll feel good if I eat more.
No.
Because for me, that's what I would think it would be. Is,
Yeah.
boy, that was good. Now I'm going to eat more of it. You know?
Because it doesn't have anything to do with binging. Doesn't really have anything to do with putting the food in your mouth. It's trying to find some way to comfort yourself.
Mm-hmm.
I was almost desperate. It was not a good, it wasn't good
Okay,
at all.
then EFT is really going to be helpful for this.
Okay.
At least that's what I think it will.
Okay.
Now, is EFT, I know it's tapping.
Yes.
Is it working on different meridians? Or
Yes.
how does it, what's it?
So there are energy meridians in the body. Acupuncturist studies very hard all those different meridians all over. And when acupuncturists, you study very end point of the meridian. It was an engineer. He believes acupuncture is hard that he's a self. There's a lot of major meridians. An acupuncturist would have several different points to insert needles for certain things. He says, okay, take your fingers, put them together, make a block, tap. One of the fingers, at least, is going to hit that point at least one time.
Okay.
Okay? Where a needle would insert it, would stimulate that point with that little prick. This is going to stimulate that point. Okay? Now he says, okay, you don't need to bang. He does use his fists sometimes to thump. Okay? And sometimes he uses fingers. I'm going to take this off so I can demonstrate better. And the meridians that he chose are the ones that are easy to work with a client, okay? There's meridians all over, but to tap somebody's ear, okay, that's
Harder
Okay,
to,
yeah.
So he uses top of the head. He uses the beginning of the eyebrow, okay? He uses the side of the eye. He uses under the eye. He uses between the nose and the lip. He uses the middle of the chin, okay, in there, not at your lip, not at the bone, where the collar,
But for your thymus.
he uses the collar, yes. So he's thumping.
Okay.
Oh, so that's what. So he. So I'm just that you're also the arm. He also uses under the breast. Don't use that just because it is points as well. Like he starts out everything with a setup phrase, and when he starts the setup phrase, he taps what he calls the karate chop point, which is if you were doing a karate chop like that, you use the side of your hand in here. So he calls this the karate chop point. And again, he uses 3 fingers there so that one of those fingers is going to hit the point one of the times because you're doing it repeatedly. Right. All right, so everything is done. He says between 3 to 7 times, okay? Because one of those 3 to 7 times with one of those fingers is going to hit the point. Okay. Right, and he does it as a round. So you start with a setup phrase, and you repeat that 3 times. And that's to take care of emotional reversals that we have, like what we're saying. We're so accustomed to it that we hang on to it. Okay, and we don't really want to let it go. So he uses this to take care of that. We go through that, take part out, and we think, so that's the emotions. And he always has the same phrase, even though. Okay, so Rebecca, we're gonna. I'm going to tap on you, and everybody else can tap along with it, and Lisa, I want you to tap along with it with your own phrase,
Mhm.
okay? But if the phrases we're using for Rebecca work for you, you can use the same thing.
Okay.
I'm going to say it out loud, and Rebecca's going to repeat it after me.
Yep.
If yours is slightly different, say it out loud as part of it. But when it's counter to it, then just say it to yourself.
Right. I'm going to keep quiet because
Okay.
I've had it for the tasty
Okay.
cake, and it works
But-
great. So
but
now it's your
mentally,
turn.
you
I'm going to
can
do it
say
mentally. Yes.
Mentally say whatever
Mhm.
whatever it is. Okay. Okay. Let's see how it goes. If what I'm saying is not true, I'm going with my intuition.
Okay.
Okay. If what I'm saying doesn't resonate with you, when we finish a couple rounds, I'm going to say, okay, how did that sound? Did it sound right? Am I on track?
Okay.
All right. When I do it for myself, I say it really loud and I'm really honest. This is not time for affirmations. This is time for the truth.
Okay.
Okay? What it does is it eliminates the truthfulness of it and shifts it.
Okay.
You're going to find it shifting, but we've got to start with we really say it as loud and as firmly and with as much conviction as I can, with as much power as I have. All
Okay.
right? So we're not going to be shouting it here because it'll screw up the
Mhm.
microphone, but we're going to say it with conviction. Okay?
Okay.
Especially the setup phrase. Sometimes this can get really hard to do when we're really working on an emotional issue. It may not hit you tonight, but sometimes it will. So the setup phrase is important. I'm going to ask you to take your glasses off
Yeah.
just because we're going to be tapping around the eye. Okay? So the setup phrase always starts with, even though, and it always ends with, I deeply and completely love and accept myself. Sounds like Georgianne, doesn't it?
Right.
Okay. Okay. Even though I punish myself
Even though I punish myself
by eating,
by eating,
I deeply and completely love and accept myself.
I deeply and completely love and accept myself.
Even though when I ate breakfast,
Even though when I ate breakfast,
I punished myself afterwards
I punished myself
by
afterwards
really craving to binge.
by really craving to binge.
I deeply and completely love and accept myself.
I deeply and completely love and accept myself.
Even though I really wanted to binge,
Even though I really wanted to binge,
because I was punishing myself for eating
because I was punishing myself for eating
when I wasn't hungry.
when I wasn't hungry.
I deeply and completely love and accept
I
myself.
deeply and completely love and accept myself.
Okay, so that was 3 setups. All right? They were all slightly different, but they were all in the same vein. Okay?
Okay.
Now, this is where I come over here and I'm going to work with you.
Okay.
And I want you to repeat after me.
Okay.
I ate my breakfast
I ate my breakfast
and I wanted to binge.
and I wanted to binge.
I shouldn't have eaten it.
I shouldn't have eaten it.
I know I shouldn't eat
I
it.
know I shouldn't eat it.
They tell me to eat it,
They tell me to eat
but I
it,
wasn't hungry.
but I wasn't hungry.
So I shouldn't have eaten it.
So I shouldn't have eaten
I
it.
shouldn't eat
I shouldn't eat
if I'm not hungry,
if I'm not hungry.
even though people tell me to.
Even though people tell me to.
People tell me I should eat breakfast,
People tell me I should eat breakfast,
but I wasn't hungry.
but I
I
wasn't,
shouldn't eat it.
so I shouldn't eat it.
So what is it?
So what is it?
Should I eat it
Should I eat it
or not eat it?
or not eat it?
It doesn't make any sense.
It doesn't make any sense.
Somebody's wrong.
Somebody's wrong.
Somebody's very wrong.
Somebody's very wrong.
If I eat hungry,
When I'm not hungry,
it's not right.
it's not right.
But I'm supposed to eat breakfast,
But I'm supposed to eat breakfast.
and I'm not hungry.
And I'm not hungry.
But they tell me I should do it.
But they tell
It
me I should
doesn't
do it.
make any sense.
It doesn't make any sense.
So I punish myself.
So I punish myself.
If I eat breakfast,
If I eat
I
breakfast,
need to be punished.
I 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 wasn't hungry,
I wasn't hungry,
so I need to be
so I
punished.
need to be punished.
I punish myself
I punish myself
because I ate
because I ate
and I wasn't
and
hungry.
I wasn't hungry.
I ate
I ate
and I wasn't
and I
hungry.
wasn't hungry.
So I need to be punished.
So I need to be punished.
I need to be punished.
I need to be
I
punished.
need to be punished for eating.
I need to be punished for eating.
Healthy eating
Healthy eating
deserves to be punished.
deserves to be punished.
I need to punish myself
I need to punish myself
because I was eating healthy.
because I was eating healthy.
I was eating healthy,
I was eating healthy,
so I deserve to be punished.
so I deserve to be punished.
Does that sound right to me?
Does that sound right to me?
Does it make sense?
Does that make sense?
Does it make sense?
Does it make sense?
Does it make sense?
No.
If you're,
Wow.
if you're doing something that's supposed to be healthy, do you deserve to be punished?
No. Wow.
I had to stop when we were talking.
Wow.
I thought I was going to cry. Don't you feel like,
Yeah.
yeah.
That is,
Gonna-
makes you.
Mhm.
That's
feel
what I
kinda-
said, yeah.
Wow.
Okay. So was I on point?
Yes.
I was-
Absolutely.
Okay, all right. So now we're going to do another round. Okay, and we're going to change it slightly, but we're still going to be honest. We do not, this is not for affirmations. Affirmations are very important, but this is for, okay,
Okay.
what, you can't shift something if you don't know where you're starting from.
Okay.
Does that make sense? So we can't shift from one place to another if we don't know our starting point.
Okay.
So that's why we're honest about this. Okay, so we're going to start setup phrase again. Even though I have a need to punish myself
Even though I have a need to punish myself
when I do something unhealthy,
when I do something unhealthy,
I deeply and completely love and accept
I
myself.
deeply and completely love and accept myself.
Even though I feel a need to punish myself,
Even though I feel a need to punish myself,
I deeply and completely love and accept myself.
I deeply and completely love and accept myself.
Even though I feel a need to punish myself,
Even though I feel a need to punish myself,
I deeply and completely love and accept
I
myself.
deeply and completely love and accept myself.
I think I need to punish myself.
I think I need to punish myself.
I feel I need to punish
I
myself.
feel I need to punish myself.
When I eat, sometimes I feel I need to punish myself.
When I eat, sometimes I feel I need to punish myself.
I need to punish myself.
I need to punish myself?
I need a punishment.
I need a punishment?
I need to punish myself.
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 Maybe I should get a whip
Maybe I should get a
and
whip
just scourge myself
and scourge myself.
rather than eating.
Rather than eating.
Rather than binge eating.
Rather than
Maybe I
binge
should
eating.
just get a scourge
Maybe I should just get
and
a
beat
scourge
myself.
and
Because it's a
Because it's
lot
what?
better than eating, binge eating.
Holy cow. Yeah, I might as well just beat myself. Seriously.
Do you deserve? Do we deserve to punish ourselves? Do
No.
we need to punish ourselves, or do we need to accept ourselves? Did you hear how ridiculous that setup phrase
It
was?
sounds really bad.
I mean, I deeply love and accept myself, but I deserve to be punished.
Exactly. It sounds really
If you
ridiculous.
love and accept yourself, you don't need to be punished, even when you're caught in doing something that you wish you didn't have to do. You still don't deserve to be punished for it. Punishments are deserved when you're doing something that's like really physically harmful to somebody else. Okay? Like if
Okay.
I see somebody doing something physically harmful to somebody else, I'm going to stop them.
Correct.
Okay?
Right.
But it's just, so stop it, but don't punish yourself. And if somebody is telling you that breakfast is the most important meal to your day, that you need to eat throughout the day, that you need to give your body enough fuel to burn, otherwise it's going to go into starvation mode and you won't lose anything. Okay?
Yeah.
All right? Then find healthy things to eat, including breakfast. Okay, eat a healthy breakfast. I'm not saying eat a bagel loaded
No, I
with
made
cheese.
I made a good choice about the breakfast I ate. It was just that I ate it.
But see, you don't punish yourself for doing something good. That's so.
You shouldn't. That's true.
Even though I still feel
Even though I still feel
that maybe I should be punished for doing something good,
that maybe I should be punished for doing something
I
good.
deeply and completely love and accept myself, even though there's there's a part of me
even though there's a part of me
that thinks I need to be punished
that thinks I need to be punished
for doing something I know is right,
for doing something I know is right,
I deeply and completely love and accept
I
myself.
deeply and completely love and accept myself.
Even though there's still that part of me
Even though there's still that part of me
that thinks I need to be punished for being good,
that thinks I need to be punished for being good,
I deeply and completely love and accept
I
myself.
deeply and completely love and accept myself.
I need to be punished
I need to be punished
when I do something good for my body.
when I do something good for my
Eating breakfast
eating
is
breakfast.
good for my body,
It's good for my body,
but I need to be punished.
but I still think I need to be punished.
I need to be punished for doing good.
I need to be punished for doing good.
What kind of a person punishes for doing good?
What kind of a person punishes for doing good?
Is eating breakfast really good?
Is eating breakfast really good?
Do I believe that eating breakfast
Do
is
I
really
believe that eating breakfast is really
good?
good?
Maybe what I need to do
Maybe what I need to do
is decide whether eating breakfast is good.
is decide whether eating breakfast is good.
I need to decide for myself,
I need to decide for myself.
is eating breakfast good?
Is eating breakfast good?
Everybody says it's good,
Everybody says it's good,
but who's everybody?
but who's everybody?
Are they really authorities?
Are they really
Just
authorities?
because they're nutritionists
Just because they're nutritionists
and they've studied our bodies
and they've studied our bodies
and what we need,
and what we need.
why should I believe them?
Why should I believe them?
Why should I believe them?
Why should I
They
believe
tell
them?
me that this is important,
They tell me that this is important,
but I don't have to believe
but
them.
I don't have to believe
I
it.
can still punish myself
I
if I
can
want.
still punish myself if I want
If
to.
I want to, I can do that.
If I want
Nobody
to, I
can
do
stop
that.
me.
Nobody can stop
Nobody
me.
can stop me.
Nobody can stop me.
If I really
If I
believe
really believe
that eating breakfast is good for
that
me,
eating breakfast is good for me,
am I going to punish myself?
am I going to punish myself? No.
Do you really believe, though, that eating breakfast is good for you? That's the point.
Yeah. I do believe that it's good for you.
If you're eating a good breakfast.
Correct.
As I said, now I'm not saying have a double stack of pancakes
No.
with butter and sugar.
Right.
Okay.
Yeah.
But if you're having a scrambled egg,
Right.
okay.
My big thing is oatmeal.
And you'll see how it works. Like when Barbara did the tapping on me for my tasty cakes, like the next time, like for you, breakfast comes into play, think about this session and it'll click because other than it was a long time before I had a tasty cake, and then I had like this emotional thing, but even seeing it in somebody's grocery cart, I thought I was going to be sick.
Wow.
So it's very, and you'll see now you probably feel emotional.
Yeah.
And that was normal for me. I kind of wanted to beat Barbara up that night, taking my tasty cakes away and making me say those things. It was like I was angry, but then you'll see as the energy settles through your body, and tomorrow when you'll have breakfast, I guarantee you'll have like a new outlook.
You won't need to punish yourself for it. You won't need to punish yourself because you're doing something good.
So it won't be a trigger like
it
was
should
the last
not.
time.
No. Mm-mm.
And if it is, then we didn't hit the right thing.
And
Okay,
Okay.
then I was off on what I was saying.
Okay.
Okay, but you said I was
Sounded
off.
right to me.
But if tomorrow when you eat your breakfast and you think, I can't believe I did that. Okay, then we did the right thing.
Okay.
And we'll work on it again.
Okay.
We'll find what the right thing is.
Okay. Fair enough.
Okay? But we don't. There's something wrong when we need to punish ourselves for doing the right thing. For doing something good, we do not deserve to appreciate ourselves.
And I think part of that for me is I was bad to start the whole binging thing. That was a bad thing to do in the first place. Then to have to go ask someone to help me get rid of it makes me even worse. And then
Why does that make you worse?
because I should have been strong, I shouldn't have started in the first place, and I should have been strong enough to take care of it myself.
but you're a different person now.
right, exactly.
So the path, it's over.
Right.
That chapter is closed, and you're addressing all of those issues now.
Right.
It's
And I think
the
that's the
now.
thing. I
So
think
you have to stay,
in the
and it's
now,
hard.
really
But you
hard.
have to, One of the things that I've learned in this whole journey process and from all the people that have been helping me, you can't go back to that past.
Right.
Like I blame my dad's death for my weight. He'll be gone 7 years and I'm just now getting grief counseling. I don't want to go back
Right.
to that. Just like you don't want to, but in the head, the
Right.
way that we're programmed, you want to binge. You need the comfort.
Absolutely.
You know what I found I don't know if it was when I was working with you or I was working with another client, it suddenly clicked with me that the reason I love to eat so many sugary desserts is because I want to be a good girl. Okay? I was raised to want to be good. All right? And being good in my family meant that my mother loved me and she would bake. And so if we were good, we could have dessert. If we
Right.
weren't good, the punishment we got was no dessert for you.
Right.
We were never told no dinner, but no dessert. You were bad, no dessert. So if I was a good girl, I got dessert. So therefore, if I want to feel good, if I want to feel loved, if I want to feel approved of, then I have to give myself dessert and approved of.
Yeah.
Does that make sense?
Yeah.
So it's like, now I have to say, yes, that's what happened when I was a little girl, but I'm not a little girl anymore. Guess what, sweetie? You're 68. You don't need this to feel approved and loved.
And you should be so proud of yourself, Rebecca, that, you've made the steps to change.
Yeah.
And it's hard, and you're on the right track. And it doesn't, we want our problems to go away overnight, and they don't. I am going to do, like Barb said, and think of it as unwanted, and take that approach on it.
Big
And,
shift.
Absolutely.
Yeah, because energetically, just those two phrases,
Yeah.
it's a huge difference. And I think too, when you were talking about, you ate breakfast and it set you up for that. When Barb was tapping, I just kept thinking, I know Barb said now's not the time for affirmations. This is, honesty when you do the tapping. But because we are loving and approving of ourselves and affirming that, when you go to eat that breakfast, and as long as it's,
Right.
I love and approve of you. Talk to the food.
Yes.
That's what
Exactly
came to me
right.
as you were
No,
doing
that's
that.
absolutely. You have
I
to
love
tell
and
us
approve of you.
this is food that that I choose. This is good.
Right.
What is good? And
Absolutely.
sometimes it's a carb. That one day a week you choose and you look at it and say, this is what I want. This is good for me.
Right.
Even though it's a carb.
You know what I've noticed with the carbs when I started this, I loved my pasta. And I had once. And then Kathy and I had gone out beginning of October, and she gave me a free pass to have whatever pasta that night. And, it doesn't even taste the same anymore. Like the foods that you had all the time when you eat them, it's like, ooh, like things have lost their taste. You've lost that craving for it.
Yeah. And you can still have it and enjoy it. But it doesn't take as much.
No, it
It
doesn't.
does not
It
take as
doesn't.
much, and you don't need to disregard.
No. Mm-mm.
And that's where the shift comes in, and it does work. And you can tap them for yourself when you feel that craving coming on, and you know it's not time for that carb. Okay, then tap on it and say, even though I really want it, I really want it. It's going to taste so good. If I eat it, it'll taste so good.
See, don't you want?
It's going to taste so good. I just know it's going to be wonderful. I really, 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 I really want it that bad.
You're right. Right.
You start to hear yourself,
Right.
and it shifts.
Well, that's the thing. I'm listening to you, and I'm thinking, this is so ridiculous. Really, this is the story you tell yourself every day?
Yes,
What's wrong
but we
with you?
do. We do tell ourselves these
Absolutely.
stories. This is what we say to ourselves. So when you tap on it, and you're being really honest about it, Okay, and then you start saying, I am so stupid. Why in the name of heavens do I want something that I know that isn't good for me? That is such a stupid thing. Okay, be honest.
Mhm.
And you think, yeah, really, it's stupid.
And when you go back now, like when I watch the replay of when Barbara did tapping with me, I literally looked sickly. Like when we were doing it, like I got white, like I was gonna be sick. You even got a little white. So go back and watch it. But it's interesting how it works. Like you know, now like you'll feel emotional, but then like when you'll notice it worked. Like for me, you know, I had that tasty cake every night, whether I was hungry or not. And you'll see. You can't explain how this.
It's all that matters.
Yeah,
It works.
it works.
The explanation is not necessary for me.
Yeah.
Okay, now I'm going to shift.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, I want you to tell me how your heels feels right now. Is it your left heel or your right heel?
Well, I've had it up, so it's not painful till I put pressure on it.
Okay, can you just stand up for a minute
Sure.
and tell me what level that pain gets at?
Well, if I stand on it,
Yeah, what's
It's
it at
bad.
already?
like I have to
Sit
hold on to
down.
something.
Sit down. How high did it get?
Probably like bad because it shoots at my leg like an 8.
Okay.
Yeah.
And which leg is it? Your left
This
or your
one.
right? Okay. Stay there. Oops, don't do that one. That cord. Okay. Now this is the heel to piece connection that we talked about. So it's your left one, you said? The right one.
Mhm.
Okay. So all I want you to do is close your eyes and breathe. And I just want you to be aware of your breath. You don't have to change it. Just be aware of it. And it's a heel spare in your right foot, your right heel. And it goes up to a 10. I mean an 8, a 9, and a 10 actually. Okay, now just for fun, I told you, it's always for fun with me. Just for fun, stand up, see if it shoots up that high again.
After you just relaxed me.
Yeah. Okay, what's it up to?
A big difference.
What's it up to?
Probably about a 3.
Sit down.
Like I'm not.
Wow. Okay. Because, you know, it would be more fun if you can move those balls around and dance a little bit than just sit in your chair and do it.
I'd like to. I really miss
Yeah.
my walk.
Yeah. Okay.
It's a shame because I was really getting into walking.
Okay, just for fun, try it now. Take a couple steps forward or something. And do a little. Okay.
I can stand on it. Can you come home with me and do this tomorrow morning?
Exactly, seriously.
No,
Oh, that's awesome.
You could call me on the phone and I could do it over the phone for you.
You want to hear something interesting? I'll close on this thought. I had gotten into walking, and when my journey started, I didn't think I would be a walker, and I became addicted to walking, doing Map My Walk and getting pumped about it. So then I'm diagnosed with this heel spur, bone spur, whatever it is, and it's very painful if you've never had one. So I've become like the Advil queen, the heating pad and Epsom salts go with me just about everywhere. So the doctor tells me, we'll have to inject it. Well, I don't like needles. Georgianne said something very interesting to me after the last show. Long since I've lost weight, and then my mind starts going, metaphysically, the foot, she said after the show, she didn't want to say it on the show until she had spoken to me first. Metaphysically, it's about moving forward in life. And although I'm on this journey and I'm excited, it's also scary at the same point.
Change is hard.
And she had
Change
thought,
hurts.
metaphysically moving forward. So I've been practicing, she had given me some affirmations and doing that. And, it's, who would have thought? Because I kept saying, well, how do you get a bone spur? I'm losing weight. It would hurt when you have the weight. So it's just interesting how since that happened, and it makes sense moving forward. Trying to affirm that I'm moving forward with grace and ease, loving and approving of myself, trying to get rid of the baggy clothes, and just try to stay in the moment.
Yeah.
So,
I don't want you to take a 3-mile walk tomorrow, okay? I just want you to walk normally tomorrow. No, but you can stand up now and try to do a
Yes.
little bit, and then if it comes back, we'll work on it again, okay? It may
balance.
take more than one. What was that? 5 to 30 seconds, maybe?
yeah.
Okay, so it may take a little bit more, and take it gradually, easy, okay, and ease into it again. It should be okay.
Okay.
That's awesome.
Yeah. This is
It's
good.
fun.
Yeah. It was good stuff, fun stuff. Thank you all for being with us and for all of your support. I'd like to wish a very happy birthday to my mom. She is not with us tonight. I'm getting ready to join her for some dessert.
And you know what? Have some, but just have a little. Have a
Yes.
couple bites and enjoy it. Really taste it.
I'm not hungry on Tuesday nights when we do the show. Can anyone guess what I have for dinner?
What?
Yay, Kathy answered. I have a protein bar. And that fills me. So I'll go have a cup of coffee with Mom. So
No,
happy
but you
birthday,
have to
Mom.
have at least a bite of her birthday cake, because you know what? This is something I firmly believe in. Birthdays are for affirming life.
Mhm.
And cake is a sacrament on a birthday.
Mm.
All right? So I'm not saying you have to eat half the cake, but
can have a
a
forkful.
small piece,
Yeah,
at
bite.
least a bite, because to celebrate someone's life, okay, that cake is a sacrament.
And her life is very
It's
special.
worth
So
celebrating.
if you have a birthday today, happy birthday. We will see you again in 2 weeks. Thank you. Good night.
All right.